Hey yo, it's Brian here. Today, talking about the San Francisco 49ers. In this one, going to be doing something a little bit different with the injury report. Going to be doing who's in and out, looking at long-term implications, if there's any long-term implications for the player and the team as well. Should be an interesting one. This is going to be for the game against the New York Giants happening this Sunday of that place at MetLife Stadium. Yes, I know people were complaining about it. They got to play it, unfortunately. So it's going to be a fun one. A lot of guys are going to be out for this game. More for a precautionary thing. I feel like a lot of players are going to be coming back really soon. Not just players on this list, but players that are currently on temporary injured reserve. They'll be back very soon. Let's just talk all about that. I was going to do my edge video today, but I don't know. I just don't really feel the need to do one. I don't really feel the need to waste my time and put all my energy to saying everything San Francisco and boarding you guys to death, because every position I would put San Francisco the edge, even with the backup players that we're playing, like Nick Mullins over Daniel Jones. Our running backs, I still like McKinnon, Jeff Wilson Jr., potentially Jamichael Hasty if he gets on the roster over the New York Giants running backs, unless it's Saquon Barkley. Anything like that, I just felt like 49ers overall as a team are better, but you never know. Any given Sunday, hopefully they don't upset us, and that's all I can go with right now. Let's get this video started, but before I do, as always, please like and subscribe. That's going to definitely help me out a lot. Click that bell notification to get notified of future videos. Share the channel, share this content with fellow Niner faithfuls. Let's get this started. 49ers versus Giants. Injuries, who is in and out of the lineup. All right, so first up, obviously, quarterback Jimmy Garoppolo. He is out for this game. Nick Mullins will be the starting quarterback for this matchup, which is no surprise at all. I think a lot of people are expecting Jimmy G to be out for this game and to get some more rest. Hopefully, he's ready for the next week or two. Mullins, I think he'll be more prepared in this one than the game against the Jets last week, because he got kind of just spurted in all of a sudden, but I'm pretty sure he'll be more ready more than ever. But Jimmy G out for this game. Another notable player, George Kittle, he is going to be out for this game as well. So Jordan Reed, Ross Dwelly, they're going to have to pick up the big load for this matchup. I think they did a great job last week. I expect them to do a great job against a quote-unquote bad Giants defense. Can have some nice moments, but for the most part, they're not the best defense. And, maybe a tick better than the Jets. I expect Reed and Dwelly to be the main guys for receiving, not just for the tight ends, but for the receivers as well. Another guy to look forward to, Raheem Mostert. He is listed as out for this game. He's just had another baby, so congratulations to him, but he is going to be listed as out. I think he had a knee injury in the game against the Jets. He went back to the locker room very late in the end of the first half, and he did not make it back. He's not going to be back anytime soon, probably for the next week or two, so he's listed as out. Another running back, Tevin Coleman, he is listed as out as well. I don't know where his injury came from. I think he got like a fall in the second half. I forgot the play exactly, but it literally that's really knocked him out for a little bit, and he will be out for a couple of weeks from all sources. He's not going to be with us anytime soon, so he's going to be out for this game. Two more players to look forward to. D Ford, he's going to be out for this game. I mean, that's not a big surprise at all. He's been out for a while. He looks like he has a serious neck injury. Hopefully it's nothing too crazy. Hope he can get back very soon. We could use his presence definitely, but it's not looking good. So he's going to be out for this game. Last player, Dre Greenlaw, he is listed as out as well. Al Jazeera is going to have to pick up the big load as the other side of the linebacker, along with Fred Warner, Quan Alexander. That's pretty conclusive. Jason Verrett, he's listed as full-time, full participation. He's ready to go. Akella Witherspoon listed as questionable, but he should be ready to go as well. A lot of guys are out for this game, but I feel like it's more of a precautionary issue with this whole MetLife Stadium thing, and also the Giants, they're not really the best team, so they don't want to play players on what they think is not really a worthy team, in my opinion. If it was like the Eagles next week, then yeah, you should have a little bit more caution, because the Eagles, although they're 0-2, potentially 0-3, they can still pose a threat to the 49ers definitely in San Francisco next week on Sunday Night Football. But this game against the Giants, I think it's just more the MetLife Stadium turf. They're really worried about it. The 49ers players that are going to be playing this week, they're going to be worried about it as well. But any other week, maybe they'll be playing, but this week in particular, it's a little bit worrisome to play in that stadium, seeing 4 or 5 players go out in that game, and that's not playing with us this week. You have Bosa, Solomon Thomas, they're going to be out for the rest of the season. That's just very unfortunate. Oh man, it's a lot to talk about MetLife Stadium, but implications for the whole roster for the next couple of weeks, I say some of them are very short term. Kittle, he should be making his return really soon. I think this is more of a thing just to let him heal even more. Nothing too crazy there. Jimmy G, same issue. Maybe it might be a little bit longer, but I feel like when the second he's ready to go, he's ready to go. He wasn't practicing at all this week, but he should be able to practice, I think, even more next week, but we'll see then. Coleman, he's going to be out for a while, so I don't expect him to come back anytime soon. Raheem Mostert, here. I don't know how serious his injury is, but he should be back very soon. I would hope, but anything can happen. Ford, I don't know what his injury status is in terms of a neck injury. Is he going to be out for the rest of the season? Is he going to be out just for a little bit? We'll see that, but it's looking pretty serious if he hasn't been playing all year long for the most part for San Francisco. Other players, Dre Greenlaw, I don't know what the extent of his injury is. It might be a little bit short term as well. That's what I feel like with most of these injuries is just very short term. Might be out 2 at most 3 weeks, but hoping none of these players are in terms of injury reserve like Solomon Thomas and Bosa. That would be very unfortunate there. But luckily, reinforcements is coming back. Those players, they should be coming back soon. Deebo Samuel, he should be making his debut next week against the Philadelphia Eagles. Richard Sherman should be coming back probably in the game against the Dolphins or the Rams. Just a lot of exciting people to come back, and I'm really looking forward to this next part of this whole season to see how they really perform. I mean, as I keep saying, this past week we have a pretty light schedule, I would say, in terms of opponents. We have the Giants, we have the Eagles, assuming that they're not that good right now, and the Dolphins, they're not the best team right now as well, although Fitzpatrick did show up on Thursday Night Football against the Jaguars. Lastly, the Rams, that's going to be a tough opponent, and that'll probably be our very, very first challenge in terms of opponents. But yeah, that's pretty much it, you guys. A lot of injuries, a lot of guys out for this game, but for me, more of a precautionary thing, and I think they'll be back very, very soon. Please let me know what you guys think about this whole injury list right here. What do you guys think about this style of video? Please let me know in the comments below. If you guys like this, please like and subscribe. That's going to help me out a lot. I'll be catching you guys up probably tomorrow or Saturday when I talk about my final thoughts for this game. Bye, guys. Love y'all. Have a great rest of your night.